Hello, everyone. A pleasure to have you all here for Converge. It is important to stay relevant. At Globant, we love breaking the status quo, and we believe that inspiration can bring many people together to think big. Today, we will hear firsthand testimonies from top global brands that are exploring together with Globant new ways of reinventing businesses. Human expression will continue to find new shapes and formats to bring to life. Technology is fueling this and taking us to the next reinvention. Welcome everyone to Globant Converge.
Humans are inherently social. We are wired to connect. Connecting to each other and a sense of belonging is as vital as food, water, and security. Technology can help us stay healthy in body and mind, as well as keep us entertained and informed. But as technology increasingly becomes an integral part of our day-to-day habits, we're also learning about the importance of switching off and balancing our digital connection with our connection to ourselves, others, and the real world around us.
We're about to meet industry leaders who are using the newest technologies to remove the barriers and limitations of physical space. Through digitalization, they're revolutionizing how companies interact with all stakeholders, in particular with consumers, through new blended virtual and physical experiences, the true new omnichannel. Let's delve deeper into how technology is reinventing connections all over the world. I'm joined now by Diego Tartara, CTO of Globant. Diego, welcome. So excited to have you here.
Thank you very much, Swan. Very happy to be here as well.
Now, I'm so excited to speak with you because I'm not technical and I learned so much from CTOs. But you have a really hard job because if you're CTO of a tech company, you just get to build cool tech. But you're CTO of Globant, so not only do you have cool tech, you have to have solutions that have business impact. Tell me what that is like, what life is like for you.
So my job actually is not taking care only about technology and the trends. My job is understanding those trends, which are very impactful, like artificial intelligence and blockchain and the metaverse, and then combining that with different industries.
Give me an example of a type of client you'd work with, because I love how you're talking about AI and new technologies, but you're leading them to water. So who are the types of consumers and customers you work with?
Let me tell you an example. We just partnered with Sephora as a client, and we're working with them on their consumer experience, right? Changing it all the way around. So from things such as their data and analytics strategy, getting to know their clients, doing hyper customization, like you get your own experience according and very tailor-made, to things such as gamification for deeper connection with the people, and on top of that, we're actually starting to work on the metaverse, which is a first time for them.
Well, what do you say to people who are a little nervous about the metaverse and VR?
Well, actually, metaverse does not necessarily imply VR, but I think to be limited by the current technology. I think we need to get ready, like we start getting ready today for what is coming. So starting to create those experiences, starting to model that, understanding how they should work, and what people like about it, and how do we improve that. It's what we need to do to be the first ones there when this goes massive.
Now, what else can we break? We've already torn apart all the industries I've worked in. I was in beauty, I was the head of digital marketing globally at Nike. We've torn that up. What else is ripe for innovation?
Education.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's dig into that one.
The first university that was created in the year 1000, around 1000, the Bologna University. The way the program was structured is exactly the same, almost exactly the same as the way a university works today.
That's scary.
Yes, exactly. So it doesn't make any sense, right? But technology applied to education, if we take it seriously, changes everything. Creating, say, a metaverse or a VR experience where teachers and students share, I think it's totally positive. But it only starts there. Like you're studying about I don't know, a conflict, right? And you do that with students of another country. Technology allows you to do that. 50 years ago, that would have been impossible.
Students
Definitely.
learn in so many different ways.
Definitely.
Some have photographic memories, some are dyslexic, some enjoy the Socratic method. So imagine not only can we mix students from different cultures and countries, maybe even ages and backgrounds, but we teach them individually. That's incredible. Now, why did you guys pick education as one of the focus areas for the studio? Because like you said, it's an outdated industry. Yes, it's ripe for innovation, but it's generally not the most profitable.
There are companies like Globant that live out of talent, and one of our missions is educating our people, is training our people, and that's one of our strengths, actually. So understanding what the market needs in terms of technology, design, testing, what's going on, and then creating our capacity, which is having our Clovers, our employees, our talent, and helping them accelerating their career. That reality worth for every company out there. So actually, I think education is not only about the traditional schools and universities. I'm thinking about companies as well.
So one last question for our viewers. What's a piece of advice that you would give to anyone who's curious about the future of technology, the metaverse, NFTs, AI? How do they start becoming more accustomed to learning about strange new concepts?
One important thing is you don't want to fall in love with technology. You fall in love with the problem and then explore as many technologies as you have at hand to solve that problem. And you use what's best. And then you can get in love with the technology as well.
Such an unusual perspective from a CTO. I appreciate that. You've blown my mind in so many ways. I hope our viewers got as much out of it as I did. Thank you so much for your time today.
So very happy to be here.
Advanced technologies have become essential in solving many of today's challenges. Digitization is transforming the way we connect, work, and learn.
Immersive learning is a concept where you're using more interactive content to change to the learner in real time as one component. Imagine that you can actually practice a doctor and patient discussion that is a difficult discussion. If the doctor becomes excellent at that, through that practice, how much that could have a positive effect.
The COVID-19 pandemic was a wake-up call for many industries to embed digital transformation at every level of their operations, in particular healthcare.
Technology allows us to be able to identify, access, and track patient data with the right consent in order to be able to deliver end-to-end personalized experiences that improve patient outcomes.
For the first time since the beginning, since the dawn of medicine, even since Hippocrates, now patients can bring value to the table. Data, insights, information, second opinion, peer support, the access to technologies, the access to information and communities on social media. All these things they can bring to the same table within the ivory tower of medicine where only healthcare professionals have been sitting for hundreds, if not 1,000-2,000 years. This is the paradigm shift we are living through, and it means that patients are becoming empowered, expert, engaged in their own care.
When it comes to digital transformation, the auto industry is in the driving seat.
Advanced technologies are vital for the car industry. You probably hear stories of like airline industries and how many sensors are in the engines that you see flying up above. The cars are really no different. You have an enormous number of instrumentation and sensors and data that's being continuously collected in the vehicle around that.
Virtual solutions are also unlocking unprecedented opportunities for growth in the sports industry, making entertainment more inclusive, accessible, and even more creative.
You know, our focus around digital and digital transformation is more than just technology. It's really about the full life experience from beginning to end of, I want to go to a game, I'm actually going to a game, and now I've left a game. What does that look like in the next phase? That concept of reinvention is really, really core to everything that anyone within that experience wants to do.
Reinventing connections in the context of a sports or live entertainment event, to me, is all about bringing people together together, which for the most part, people come together to experience those things, eliminating all the noise, eliminating all the friction, eliminating all the lines, and ultimately you're in that moment together without, again, distractions, without the hassles, without the noise, and really just enjoying the moment, whatever that may be.
Shaping a connected future requires an acceleration in digital partnerships.
La Liga has deep experience in running an sports organization. Globant, as you know, it's a profound technology company that innovates every single day and reinvent the journeys and the experiences of our consumers.
I think one of the things that's been most rewarding for our team with working with Globant is just that they've assembled a very international team to support the development we're doing. So we're truly building a platform globally.
Right now, change probably is the new normal. And what Globant's helped us with is being able to provide those new services before we even sometimes know that we even need them.
It'd probably be easier for me to talk about the things Globant isn't helping us do in this space. We are partnering with many providers of goods and services and technology, and they have unique products that meet a unique need, but they're not going to deliver on the experience we're trying to deliver end to end. And really that's where Globant is coming in to help us integrate all of those disparate pieces of technology.
As the world begins to align itself with this new digital future, businesses will focus on creating user-driven, captivating experiences that feel inclusive and real. Looking ahead, going digital will no longer be a differential, it will be crucial for success.
When technology is combined with the energy of passionate people, remarkable things can happen. And that is why we are excited to announce our new partnership with FIFA. Globant is the global platform supporter of FIFA Plus, the game-changing digital destination launched earlier this year. We're excited for this partnership with FIFA. Reinvention is on the way. This is why we have invited one of the FIFA's legend and one of the world's most successful and recognized football players to join us today. Welcome to the stage, Roberto Carlos.
Muchas gracias.
Roberto, tengo muchas preguntas para hacerte. Como sabes, somos una empresa de tecnología y nos encanta cómo la tecnología ayuda a distintas industrias. Y en este caso particular, me gustaría preguntarte cómo has vivido a lo largo del tiempo y qué cosas podés destacar respecto de la tecnología en el fútbol, como un jugador, como un fan, coach.
Vivimos en un mundo moderno, ¿no? Y yo creo que hoy en día, para los fisios, preparadores físicos, entrenadores, hasta mismo los jugadores, están entendiendo poco a poco cómo va la tecnología en el fútbol. Cuando se tiene un buen producto, automáticamente dentro de campo, los jugadores van a saber exactamente lo que tienen que hacer. Los entrenamientos, los vídeos, todo lo que hay. Yo hoy en mi club tenemos lo más moderno posible para que los jugadores tengan la idea o la inteligencia de entender. No es como en mi época que se hablaba mucho. Hoy es más fácil. Hoy se pone ahí un ordenador y todo sale bien y el jugador entiende con más facilidad. Yo siempre digo que el mundo moderno te hace pensar y los jugadores están más inteligentes y están entendiendo cómo va la situación, cómo va el tema. Me sorprende porque si yo tuviera en mi época esta tecnología sería un poco mejor de lo que ha sido en relación a mi carrera. Cuanto más tecnología hay para un ser humano, o para el público, o para el mundo, más fácil vamos a vivir. Vamos a tener dentro de poco coches volando. O sea, imagínate.
Y respecto al mundo de los fans, hoy tenés millones de seguidores, a los cuales les hablas en tiempo real. ¿Sí? ¿Cómo ha sido esa experiencia para vos?
Lo mejor para un jugador de fútbol es el contacto con tu público. Hoy muchas veces hay gente que me manda mensajes en segundos, ya estamos hablando entre los dos. Yo vengo de Brasil, de un país prácticamente de tercer mundo, y Brasil ha crecido muchísimo, porque hoy tú puedes hablar de Madrid a São Paulo, o tú puedes hacer una videoconferencia en tiempo real, que la gente te ve y te pregunta y tú contestas. O sea, la modernidad que existe en la vida que nosotros vamos adaptándonos poco a poco.
Y ya estás en el metaverso.
Estoy en el metaverso. Estoy aprendiendo un poco de lo que es esa modernidad. Y es muy divertido porque Roberto Carlos habla italiano, portugués, español. Y ahora puedo hablar francés, inglés, chino. Y tú vas a estar presente con las personas de todas las partes del mundo físicamente. O sea, me encanta estar en el metaverso porque me hace estar más cerca todavía de mis fans.
Muchísimas gracias.
Gracias a ti.
Muchísimas gracias.
Gracias.
We are talking about the unexpected side effects of technology. Screen time abuse, polarization, online harassment, texting and driving are some of the issues that we are now facing in a world in which our life has been crossed by technology every day. So we decided to take a position here, to take a stand. And it was initially to create what we call the Be Kind Tech Fund, trying to foster entrepreneurs who are tackling these important issues and helping them develop their technology and reach broader awareness. It was also, we rapidly understood that we were falling short and that the battle was much larger. So we had to assemble an alliance. So the Be Kind Tech Alliance is essentially a group of companies and partners, including universities, entrepreneurial organizations, and advisors, including experts, to help us move this forward and create a larger impact. One of those advisors is the Center for Humane Technology that was co-founded by Tristan Harris. Tristan, I would like to give you a warm welcome to Converge.
My pleasure to be here with you.
As you frequently say, the greatest problem of humanity today is that we have very basic emotions, old institutions, and technology that reaches too far. We need to acknowledge that and respect our human vulnerabilities. And we need to employ technology in an ethical way. How should technologists accept this responsibility?
You know, when the Enlightenment thinkers like John Stuart Mill were writing about free speech and liberty and sovereignty and personal responsibility, they didn't imagine a world where AI and synthetic media and people could publish onto Twitter the sequences of a dangerous genome that people could use to print a pandemic in their basement. So the medieval institutions are come along with medieval ideas that are still holding on to and trying to exert a grasp over the ways that new technologies are undermining society. And they're not adequate to the new world that we're living in. We need to have a more disciplined idea of what responsible technology means, because with exponential technologies, we are going to affect 2 billion people's minds and their brains and their dopamine systems and their attention faster than we will understand how we are affecting them.
And at the end of the day, what's the mental shift that has to happen at an individual level to solve the threat we are facing as humanity?
You know, every technology is a Faustian bargain. It gives us something, but it might take something else away. We can consciously design for that exchange, that bargain, that trade that we're making with technology to be emphasizing the goods and the wisdom and really minimizing the externalities and the costs and the harms that show up on society's balance sheet.
And what advice can you share with us to ensure that the Be Kind Tech Alliance becomes a global movement and creates the biggest positive impact possible?
In my organization, the Center for Humane Technology, we have a course called Foundations of Humane Technology that's free, and that we've seen 12,000 people go through, register for the course, people from Apple and TikTok and United Nations who are taking it and learning how do we do technology in a different way? How do we use a different framework to assess goodness? I often think about civilization as like a body. In your body, you have a heart, you have a lungs, you have kidneys. And as technology starts to not just add things on top of the body, but start to take over the fundamental life support functions of the body. So I think these are the kinds of questions that technologists can ask.
Thank you, Tristan, for your perspective. It is an honor to be working with you because we share a human-centric vision for technology to move the society forward. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been great to speak with you.
Now we're going to go from being inspired to predicting the future. And while no one has a crystal ball, Agustin Huerta, the SVP of Studios at Globant, comes pretty close when it comes to understanding how advanced technologies like AI and Web3 will change your future.
Thank you so much, Swan. I'm really excited to be here today to talk about some amazing things that are happening in the tech field. We know human behavior is changing faster than at any point in history. The convergence between humans and technology is changing the most basic aspects of human life. Let's take gaming. It connects people, builds and fosters communities all over the world. But it isn't just a recreational activity. Gaming has a direct impact in the foundation of metaverse, affecting entire industries in profound ways. EdTech and life sciences are looking into the metaverse to create the next generation of learning experiences. There isn't a single industry that won't be touched or inspired by the gaming industry. And because of this, we can be certain that today, every company needs to find a place in the metaverse. For over 15 years, Globant has been helping companies create amazing and interactive 3D content for more than 100 AAA game credits. Now, it's time to connect with the future in an entirely new way. Our gaming expertise allows us to launch our Metaverse Studio in record time for our clients and customers. I'm excited about the work we are doing with Pixelinks, a company exploring the gray area between music, Web 3.0, and gaming, creating new formats and new ways for fans to consume music content and for artists to produce and create in this space. Let's learn about Pixelinks, a next-generation music gaming company leveraging gaming, music, and blockchain to create the music metaverse of the future.
My name is Inda. I am the CEO and co-founder of Pixelinks. We were really thinking about the future of the music industry and what would that look like. You know, we're seeing all of this transformation unfold in front of us with Web3 and blockchain and gaming. You know, what if music was in the middle of some of those changes? And it can all be achieved in the game that we're building with Globant, which is super exciting.
My name is John DeVecca and I'm Chief Strategy Officer at Pixelinks.
So I met John on a panel that I was speaking on last year. He patented a lot of the technology behind Guitar Hero and then sold his patent portfolio to Activision. He's a real innovator in the music industry.
I started off as a musician. Like, is there a way I can bring kind of like an apex experience, what it feels like to be a rock star through video games?
So Pixelinks really started off as a company looking to explore that gray area between music, Web3 and gaming. It's a next generation, music gaming company between myself, Deadmau5 and Richie Hawtin, two iconic musicians. So we're building this game and it will showcase many incredible features and ideas that we think the music industry and fans will love, and the gaming industry will also find interesting, that feels fresh and different. The first part of that product is a mobile game that's built on the same technology as Pokemon Go. And the idea is you can explore the world around you, you can go to shows, complete quests and mini games in order to unlock music NFTs and music content from your favorite artists. We've turned collecting music into a gamified experience that has more depth to it than the traditional concept.
Our gaming studio has more than 14 years of experience working with AAA titles along the market, like EA, Ubisoft.
What I love about working with the Globant team on this is they see the vision very clearly too.
The partnership with Pixelinks is amazing because we are merging two organizations that are great by themselves, but that can be absolutely powerful coming together.
We have one more very special guest for you today. We've already admired his art during the performance at the start of the event. Now let's hear directly from the artist to understand how he uses machine learning algorithms and AI to create these incredible dreamlike environments. Please welcome Rafiq Anadol.
Hello, I'm Rafiq Anadol. I'm a media artist and director joining you from Los Angeles, California. As a studio, last 8 years, we transformed multiple public art pieces around the world, specifically focus how we can transform the public data for public art and make connections between art, science, and technology, and find meaningful, purposeful communication between algorithms and the humanity, we were able to work with many different data sets over the years, including the space. One of the most inspiring part of using satellites such as ISS and Hubble and Mars datasets, and we were even able to transform this information into a physical room, an immersive room, but imagine this also exists in the metaverse. As I mentioned before, our work is profoundly finding these physical and virtual connections, and we were able to create the world's first immersive environment as an NFT as well, an auction at Sotheby's in the form of non-fungible token, which allows the collector and the public to explore and feel this artwork in physical and virtual worlds. And memory is, I do believe, one of the most profoundly important information for humanity. That's where the privacy and the free will most likely will be unfolding. In our research, we work with many different data sets of brain activities, and also this summer, we were able to create a piece called Sense of Healing, which was using data from a human mind, showcasing the power of healing, and also sold it for 1.7 million euro and donated to UNICEF as well. And lastly, I would like to show one of our last experiences in public space. In this example, we are calling it Living Architecture Casabatio, one of the most inspiring architects, Gaudi's building. We were able to create a real-time NFT by using real-time data from the building and combining with 1 billion data points, a UNESCO heritage building facade data, and try to create a real-time AI data sculpture living in the metaverse and real-time. As you may see, the power of imagination and the power of public art is profoundly changing how we see the technology. Without being wishful thinker, it's presumably the technology may create something unexpected. But I do also believe that we have to find what else can we do with that. Bringing optimism with a deep thinking and bringing depth to surface is incredibly important for our future. Thank you very much, and see you in Dataland, our metaverse.
That's all the time we have for today. What a jam-packed show. Thank you to all of our fantastic speakers for your contributions and insights today. It was incredible to get so many different insights on how technology is reinventing connections across the board. And huge thank you to Globant for having the vision and dedication to produce such a special event. It has been such a fantastic evening. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I'll see you next year.